My dear sisters and brothers, Jesus, who is dwelling in us, He is in control of everything. But what happens to us? If we remain united to Him, we will become compassionate like Him. We will understand everything. You may do good deeds, but they might not be acknowledged. So what happens to you? You feel bad. No. It is true that we feel bad. But when do we feel bad? Because when we do those things. But now, if God is the one who is doing the good in us, then our reward is not in the people acknowledging the good that we have done, but in us being an instrument of doing good like God does. How many of us are thanking God for all that we receive for free? God is giving us everything for free. Do we thank Him? All the while we need to thank God. We get up in the morning, we are so grateful that He has given us a day. Thank Him. Thank Him for everything. Everything, even the bad that comes our way, thank Him for it, because through that He is going to bring out the good. God is not doing bad. It is the evil who is doing us bad. But God brings good out of evil that evil tries to do to us. Look at Paul. He has done everything to the Corinthians and they are neglecting him. They're giving him trouble. And what does he say? I'm enduring this all in Jesus. For you, that you may become rich in Jesus, not in yourselves, but in Jesus. And that is how he spent his time. He said, remember one thing, it is I who brought you the faith in Jesus. But you must live the faith the way Jesus wants to live it through you. And that is what is important. Look at the laws and everything that is there. They are important. But sometimes one does certain things and one can acknowledge them. If one remains in the Lord, then He will not allow us to do bad, but to do the good. And that is important. Today we celebrate St. Gregory's feast day. Now remember, he was a monk. He came from a very high standing in society during the time of the Roman rule. He was the senator, he was in charge of Rome, and he gave up all that and became a monk. Now, they were the Arian invaders. Arians were, one kind of a group that were heretical, and they were called Lombards. They came and they drove the Benedictines from Monte Cassino, which is south of Rome, and they all fled and came to Rome and lived in the Colline Hill. Now he joined them, but the Pope, since he was of very high standing, sent him to Constantinople to negotiate with the people there, the emperor there. So he did that, and when his term came to an end, he came back and he was made abbot, that means head of the monastery of the Benedictines. And soon he was also made Pope, because when the Pope died, they unanimously elected him. He said, but I'm a monk. And he remained a monk, remained very simple, like how Pope Francis. He's the first Jesuit Pope. And Gregory was the first Benedictine Pope. So that is how it is. Now, what did he do? Lot of changes. First and foremost, he was very abstemious. Means he was not very extravagant, frugal like Pope Francis also. Eating very little, doing minimal things in the sense like of needs. But did a lot for the church. He renewed the church very much. Liturgically, hymns, songs, everything liturgically was great. Plus, there were a lot of properties of the church. And during his time, there was great famine. there was great epidemics in Rome. He gave grain and food, fed the people tremendously. All these granaries were used for the people who were really suffering. Then he asked for release of this. And they say they saw Saint Michael. We have Saint Michael here, the statue, the one archangel who fights evil. So he was seen at Hadrian's tomb, which is in Rome. When you're there, you can see he was seen there with a sword and, doing that way. And with that, the pestilence went, they said. And Gregory also started the Gregorian chant. It is named after him. But one of the things that he said was very beautiful. What sacrifice really pleases God? That which is done completely in order to save souls. Whatever we do that will save souls is good enough. Now, the little flower did something all the time. She offered everything that she was doing because she was doing it in union with Jesus for the salvation of souls. And we can also do that. I would recommend that whatever you're doing, whether you're walking, whether you're meeting people, greeting them, giving them a cup of water, always do it and offer it for the salvation of souls. Let us hold our hands like this, close our eyes, and every breath Jesus fills us with His goodness. Let us empty all that goodness of His, plus all that not so good of ours which is there in us, which is blocking us. And so at every breath, in Jesus' name, empty it out. Your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, people who have hurt you, whatever. Just empty it. Don't keep it in you and let it not control your life. We are free. Jesus has set us free. Let us live freely in this world which is full of evil, which is full of negative things. And in this way, let us make an offering of ourselves to God and all our prayers.